welcome back to our channel. My name is Tori, aka Mountain Mama, and this is my little guy Wilder. We like to do lifestyle videos, vlogging, recipes, as well as navigating through kind of the struggles and awesomeness of being a first-time mom. But yeah, we are going to do a day in the life today. It's going to be a little bit different. It is springtime here in Colorado, so it has inspired me to do some cleaning as well as some springtime hacks for my skin and body. So I will take you along today. If you are new here, please make sure to subscribe and give us a like. Please reach out on Instagram and Facebook. Everything has been linked down below, and we will see you soon. Bye! So I am having a blueberry bagel with some Kite Hill, cream cheese, and a glass of water. So yes, vegans can eat just like regular people. I'm going to enjoy this breakfast while Wilder takes a nap. And then I'm going to clean out my refrigerator. I know it's crazy Sunday, but it definitely needs to be done a lot more than we do it. So I'm going to clean it out and kind of get rid of some things that we don't use as much. The fun thing that I like to do is instead of recycling our jars, well, I still recycle them just in a different way, but I like to decorate them and put plants in them. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with our jars today, and I will show you how I do that. So I forgot to take a before, but this is the after, and I feel so much better. I went ahead and used the Method Anti-Bac in the apple cider scent, and yeah, just cleaned out everything, cleaned out some of the jars that happened to be expired, whoops, and they are soaking in the sink right now, but I am pretty happy, as you can tell right here, and yeah, we're gonna get on with our day. So I'm going to show you a little bit more of a cloth diapering routine just because I got so many questions. So here we go. So this is our cloth diaper. It is Bum Genius. What we're going to do is put the insert into the back of the cloth diaper where this opening is. So it looks like this, not too bulky or anything. Wilder is around 16 or 17 pounds, so I like to take this button part of it and just snap it into the next row here just to make it a little smaller, and then as he gets larger I can definitely unsnap it, but right now that's how it fits him. Like I said, this is going to be a Bum Genius. We got this from a friend, which was so generous of her. Thank you, Auntie Erica. Yeah, thank you, Auntie Erica. But we have all types of brands. I just bought an Alva baby, and I really like those as well. Definitely more inexpensive than the Bum Genius, but we have been trying different ones, and we're not really sure which one we like the best, but we just like to try all of them. Yes, Mommy's talking. Mommy talking. Yeah, so I will update you on what brands we like the best, but right now our stash is about 10 to 12, I think, diaper covers, and then the inserts we just have a lot of. So right now that's getting us by, and we're pretty good with it. Yeah. So I will show you how this works. Okay, so what you do is take the back of it and place it underneath your baby's dupa. My old first grade teacher used to tell us to sit on our dupas. I believe it's a Polish term, but obviously you know what that means. Place it under your baby's bottom. Yes. Okay, so it looks just like this. You don't want it too tight, but I kind of put it over his belly button there because he is a little boy, so that pee kind of comes up in this area. And then I make sure the gussets are out, so he's such a wiggler. So I go around this area and make sure the gussets are out. Then I'll do this side. And then usually he rolls, so I just check the back, but I can feel it from right now and it's not too bad. So yeah. You comfy? Are you comfy? Are you comfy? Okay, so what I do for wipes is take a cloth wipe. These are just ones that I bought from, I don't even remember. I think I bought them on Amazon, but it's just like a cotton kind of flannel material. I'm sorry if this is a bad, there we go. So it's a cotton like flannel-y material, and you could really just go to Joann's and pick some up at that fabric store and cut some squares. But I do like, because they are serged on the end, it's not going to fray. And then I take some of my spray, and in this bottle is some coconut oil and warm water. I don't spray him directly. You spray the actual flannel washcloth, and then that's how you get all of the dirty parts off of your baby. After I am done with the cloth diaper, I go ahead and put it in this wet bag. I got it from Amazon, and I actually just wash this too when it's filled up. I do keep one in the diaper bag as well when we do go out. It came in a pack of 2 for like $9, so very inexpensive and better for the environment. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you how we do things with our cloth diapering routine. Also, I have a little guy who loves to roll now. It's his favorite thing to do. Is it your favorite thing to do?
Alright, so I told you with some of those mason jars I like to decorate them. I realized I had some wax, so I actually made some candles. Yeah, I really like this one, how it came out. But yeah, this was just an old jar, and then recycled it, put some candle in it. Let me smell. Oh yeah, it smells super good. I know it's blue, but I just had the pumpkin scent, so it's a blue pumpkin candle. But that's a fun way to use those jars. I always like to recycle them in some way. If you want to see a candle making demo, I can definitely do that. Don't mind my dirty sink. If you want to see a candle making demo, I can definitely do that. But yeah, this is just one thing I like to do with my jars.
So I just picked up these blue blocking glasses. I'm pretty excited about them, but my sister actually turned me on to them. They help you if you are looking at screens a lot, which unfortunately I am. I'm trying not to, but as you can see in the camera, it's picking up that blue blocking, but I believe it has like a yellow tint to it, and it's supposed to really help your eyes if you're constantly looking at screens. So fingers crossed for my eyeballs. I get this comment a lot, mainly on my Instagram when I post a photo of Wilder in a cloth diaper, and that is, I want to do cloth diapering, but I am concerned about the amount of time that it will take out of my day. And I mean, you do you, but I'm just here to say that it doesn't take a lot of time. You just need to get into that routine, and you know, if you just stay on top of it, it is all good to go. So this was another highly requested kind of video segment, and that is a Q&A while I get ready. I just wanted to point out some new products that I have been using. You'll see coming up here soon, I start my moisturization method kind of routine with the Pacifica. I believe it's called like a night everyday cream. It's one of my favorites, and I keep purchasing it, so I'll probably stick with that. And then I also got this CC cream in my Ipsy subscription. It's called Hey Honey. I don't know the exact brand. You can get it at Ulta for a ridiculous price, but right now I'm just kind of using up my sample. And as you can see, I have cut and dyed my hair. I did a smudge root with a lavender pinky color, and then I left the rest blonde, which is my natural color, kind of like an ashy blonde, but sometimes it pools a little bit brassy. Thank you to my Irish ancestors for that. But yeah, I'm going to just address 3 questions that I got the most. The first one is, why did you start a YouTube? I think I've mentioned before that I'm a visual learner, so I wanted to share my ideas and recipes with other visual learners out there. And another one was creating memories with Wilder. I'm very concerned with my mind in the future, and I just want to remember every single thing with him. So that's why I film a lot. So that was the first question. Second question was kind of like an insult to me because I take everything personally, but I think I see where the person's coming from. And the question was, I love your channel and your content. Have you ever thought about getting a better quality camera? And absolutely, yes, I have. I'm still pretty new to this, so the quality of my video isn't the best camera-wise. Content-wise, I think I'm doing okay. But yeah, I plan to get a better camera. Right now I'm filming on my iPhone, so I think I'll just get the Canon G7X like everybody has. But yeah, I plan to get a camera. And then the last question, one of the most popular, was, I'm assuming it was from one of my parents that I used to teach their kids. So it was, do you plan on going back to teaching? We miss you so much. I miss you too, whoever you are. And yes, I plan on going back to teaching. Just some planning to do for the future. So yeah, those were the questions, and let's get on with our day. So I like to kind of set my makeup with a rose water toner, and I make my own, but I'm running low, but I'm just going to show you. I store it in here, then I just spray it on my face. I got this, where did I get this? I got this in Netherlands, and then I just kept filling it up. So it just has distilled water and white roses, and then I realized, hey, I can make that on my own. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So in my opinion, what rose does for my skin is kind of give it a dewy finish. That's just my opinion, but being in Colorado, it's super drying for my skin, so I always like to stay as moisturized as possible. So I will show you how I make that rose water toner right now. Okay, so what I do is order some witch hazel. I do the either lavender infused or the rose infused, and the brand is Thayer's. So I just store that in a mason jar in the refrigerator, and then I also boil down roses. The shelf life for that is about a week, maybe a week or two, and I just store mine in this bottle that I got at the dollar store, but I boil it down with distilled water, and then I just take a strainer and strain the rose petals out of it. So what I do for ratios in that bottle is about 75% of this witch hazel and then 25% of this rose water. That's just my ratios. No, the rose isn't going to stain your skin or anything. It's not highly concentrated, especially when you are bringing all of that distilled water into it. But I just like to do that because it's super inexpensive. I do love a good rose water toner, but it's just not in the budget to buy it right now. So if you want to try and buy make your own rose water, I definitely suggest using that recipe. So again, it's going to be 75% of your witch hazel, and then it's going to be 25% of that rose. And I use any roses. I just go and get the organic roses from Trader Joe's and boil them down. They're about $6, and you know, you don't have to do the whole batch, but I like to, and then I save a few roses to put on the dinner table. So yeah, that's just something that I wanted to share with you because I get a lot of questions about that toner. I will see you soon. So I'm going to have some lunch here. I use the not Miyoko's, I don't know how to say it, ginger dressing. I get it from Target, but I've seen it at other grocery stores. It has some pretty clean ingredients there, but I like to add it to a soba noodle salad, which you will see here soon. So what I did was toss those soba noodles in some coconut aminos and some garlic and onion powder. I put tomato, cucumber, green onion, spinach, kale, and some field greens into this salad and added some crispy onions for a crunch, but that is lunch.
So we have been maintaining our 3-mile walk a day. It makes us just feel so much better, and this is our favorite part of the walk. It is so humbling to see those mountains. Hey everyone, so we are having some playtime before we head to bed, but I always like to give him some options. This is obviously a supervised activity, and I am no way, shape, or form a parent expert. I'm still new to this, but I really like the nature-based play. That could be a Montessori method if you are interested in that type of learning or playing for your child. But yeah, I put an assortment of things out here. A piece of wood. You know, he's not going to get a splinter if he puts that in his mouth. He probably won't, though. He's not there yet. I always choose a soft thing. This was crocheted by a family friend. It's a little fox. So cute. I always put my amethyst down here. If you believe in crystals, that's why I put it down there personally. But I also like the texture of this amethyst. It's not sharp at all, so if he were to grab it, he'd be fine. And I always put Arnie. Arnie is his favorite toy, as you can tell. Arnie is an armadillo that I had as a child, so he really likes that, and he's going for it right now. But we're going to play here for a little bit, and then we are going to go get ready for bed. All right, here we go. Are you having so much fun? Yeah. So it is about 7:45. Generally, Wilder can kind of fall asleep on his own, but he'll be up and about in about 45 minutes or so, knowing him. So I'll have to soothe him back to sleep, and then that's when I start dinner. So we will see you soon for dinner. So tonight we are making sausage gravy and biscuits with a side of veggies. I chose peas, but what you will need is some sausage. I use vegan sausage, onion. You're gonna need half and half. I use the Ripple vegan half and half, some butter, and some biscuits. Pillsbury biscuits happen to be vegan. Are they healthy for you? Absolutely not, but yeah, we like to use the Pillsbury. What I do with this brand of sausage, I've used several vegan brands, but this is the Gimme Lean, and I've noticed that it's a little bit sticky. So what I do is dip my fingers in flour and break it apart. This takes a little bit of time, but it's definitely worth it to get your sausage down into small crumbles. I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 cloves of garlic. You can definitely dice it. My aunt Andrea got me this amazing garlic press from Pampered Chef, and I love it. It just makes my day a little bit easier when I'm cooking dinner. But yeah, so 3 cloves of garlic. And Lee has diced me this white onion here. He did about half of a medium white onion, and I'm going to put that in there along with a half cup of veggie broth. I'm just going to eyeball it here, but it's about a half cup, and that is just so your mixture here does not stick to the bottom of your pan.
I'm gonna add some black pepper. This is the McCormick black pepper. It is not organic, but yeah, I like to put that in there, as well as some savory. This is kind of like I like to say a poultry seasoning, so it goes well with vegan meats just to give it an extra added flavor. So what you're gonna do is put your stovetop on like a medium to high heat, and you wanna add 2 tablespoons of that vegan butter. Like we discussed in the beginning, this is not going to be the healthiest recipe, but I just needed something comforting because it was a little chilly that night. So you're gonna work that into your mixture here, make sure it's nice and combined. And your next step is adding a thickness to this sausage gravy. So what you wanna do is sprinkle on all-purpose flour. I like to add my flour to the dry mixture because I think that it gives it a thickness without giving your sausage gravy any sort of clumpiness. I learned how to make sausage gravy from my dad and my uncle. They are pretty well known and famous for that back home, but obviously I adapted it to meet my dietary and lifestyle choices. But yeah, so you're gonna want to combine that so the flour is so you can't see the flour anymore basically, and you're gonna slowly add some of that half and half in. I'd say I'm adding about a cup of that vegan half and half. The Ripple brand is made from pea protein, so I like adding some extra proteins in there as well. I'm gonna add some veggie oil here because it started sticking again, believe it or not. And then it's going to start to resemble that gravy-like consistency here, and you will see it maintains its thickness, but also kind of creates a gravy-looking consistency. Once this is well combined, you're going to want to add a soy sauce or liquid aminos. I have coconut aminos, so I'm going to add that to it. I'd say about 2 tablespoons, and really make sure that's combined. In my opinion, it makes it taste a little bit more like meat from what I can remember. It's been a very long time since I've eaten meat, but it's helpful when you have a meat eater in the house to add that flavor to it. So yeah, I'm going to make sure that is well combined, and I'm going to turn my burner down to medium because it is getting a little bit thick at this point. Since that is all good to go, I went ahead and followed the directions for the biscuits, and yeah, I served my sausage gravy over top of the biscuits with some peas, and it was super good. If you want to see more recipes like this, drop a comment in the box below. But yeah, that was dinner. So I am going to end the vlog here. Thank you for coming along with us today. If you want to see anything in the future, please drop a comment down below. Like, subscribe, share, and all that, and we will see you next time. Bye!